Alright, hello and welcome to a bit of patron exclusive content that I am making because I have spent the last hour working on figuring out this thing, the Zoom H4n Pro Handy Recorder that Bryce helped me purchase to upgrade my ability as a video recorder. Obviously, we're not recording outside today because it's a bit dreary out and you're getting casual Vac who's got all kinds of weird hair stuff going on. But I have been messing around with this thing. I've got it all nice and pretty in its case, and I'll put in a picture or something like that so you can see what the layout in the case is going to look like going forward. I may tweak it here and there just as my needs develop. A lot of the cables this thing comes with, I'm actually not really going to need because I have a SD card reader for a computer, so I don't necessarily need the micro USB to regular USB that the thing comes with for putting your files on your computer. And there's like a splitter and all kinds of other fancy audio stuff that I don't really need. I really just needed the recorder and the hairy windscreen. But I've been delving into all that stuff, making sure I know how all it works and kind of getting the hang of it. Because up till now, I've been recording using a Pop Voice lapel mic that I got for just like $10 off of Amazon, and you're hearing right now. I'm currently recording using the exact equipment I've been using to record all my videos so far this year, which is a TAC Life tripod that has my Samsung Galaxy S8. I believe it's a Max. It's a slightly bigger version. That's my cell phone. That's recording the video, and then the audio is being recorded externally through that Pop Voice lapel mic. And you can probably tell it sounds all right. This is what it sounds like, completely unfiltered, just raw going into the phone, and this is what it sounds like when I've reduced the noise and put a compressor on it in Audacity afterwards. This is what my videos have generally been sounding like, plus the general ambience of the I almost said the outdoors right now. But with this thing, it's going to hopefully sound a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the process of assembling and booting it up so you guys can see what is going on here. Now, this is the device itself. Out of the box, it comes in this nice plastic case that I'm probably going to keep it in whenever I'm not using it from now on, because it's going to make me feel a lot more comfortable about the fact that it's a very expensive piece of equipment that could break if I drop it or something like that. It'll probably, whenever I'm not using it, be in this, plus the hard shell third-party case that I bought for it and all of the equipment off of Amazon when I bought it. But you pop it open, and this thing has no internal battery of its own. It just takes AA's. But as I understand it, it has a pretty long battery life, long enough to do the kind of stuff that fits my needs. And also, it does take SD cards. Now, currently, I don't have a lot of SD cards because I haven't needed them in a long time, so a lot of mine have gone bad. And actually, while setting this up, I went through a bunch of them and checked what ones were still good and whatnot. This is the only one out of, I used to have a bunch of 32 gigabyte ones. This is the only 32 gigabyte I have that is still good if you put it in here, or that it will still recognize even after cleaning it and cleaning the reader. Which is okay, and I'm just going to power it on right now so you can see how that works. But at the lower file code settings, which it still comes out sounding pretty good, it only gets me about an hour of recording time. Now, I also have a 16 gigabyte and an 8 gigabyte that work in it, but that's only another 45 minutes and half hour 45 and 25 minutes respectively, excuse me. So I'm probably going to be using all of that when recording my videos for March. And it does take quite a while to load up because of reading the SD card. But once it's ready to go, it is right there and good to go. which is nice, but I'm going to need to get more SD cards. That's definitely something that I'm going to be looking at sneaking into the budget for next month, because SD cards aren't expensive, but it is a bit more money than I thought I would have to put into this thing, which is already a lot of money. It's going to be like another $100 basically to get a couple ones that are much bigger than this and will last me much longer. But that'll be a worthwhile investment. I'm not too worried about that. I don't really need anyone's help out with that. Should be able to afford it with my regular day job. I am misspeaking a lot in this, probably because I wasn't really prepared to be on recording today. But I can afford that with my regular day job is what I wanted to say. But this is the interface of the recorder, what it looks like. And basically to record it, once you boot it up and you get it all formatted and all correct and stuff like that, is you just hit record, and then you can test your levels, and then you hit record again. But I'm actually going to hit stop, tell it that I don't want to do that, because I'm not done setting this thing up yet, because, well, just holding it like this would probably suit me fine. I'm also worried about accidentally hitting buttons while I'm doing a video, and if I stopped the recording, it would be a pain in the ass to have to resync in the middle of a video and remember all that stuff when I'm getting the files organized for editing. So I've enlisted the help of this little Sunpack mini tripod that I've had for quite a while. I was originally intending it for stuff like toy reviews, where the camera needs to be more closer to the ground and more oriented to the subject, but I think it's actually going to work pretty well as a microphone handle, if I can get it screwed in real quick. Yeah, so just do that, and then lower it down, and then I can just hold it like this and talk like this, and this is what I'm planning to do in the videos. And now I'm going to go ahead and get the recording going. And I'm going to do a little snap to sync. And this is what it sounds like, just plain me using the regular recorder with the ambient sounds of my room. I'm trying a few different positions here to really see how it will sound, see what I need to do, that kind of thing. You guys can give me some input on the Patreon comments. Let me know how you think the different positions sound and what I should be doing differently, if anything. But that's what it sounds like regularly. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop that recording. Or, no, that was a marker. I didn't need to put a marker there. Stop that recording. It was about 50 seconds. I'm trying a few different positions here to really see how it will sound, see what I need to do, that kind of thing. You guys can give me some input on the Patreon comments. Let me know how you think the different positions sound and what I should be doing. And now I'm going to get out the Harry windscreen for this thing. That's what this is. This is called a Harry windscreen. This is a piece of equipment that is made for most microphones, but this was part of the reason why I specifically wanted the Zoom, is that they make their own Harry windscreen that comes with the accessory kit for this thing and is meant to go with this rather, because a Harry windscreen is very important if you're going to be recording outdoors content. It's going to cut down a lot on wind noise and things of that nature, like the planes and the motorcycles and the birds you occasionally hear in the background in my recent videos. So yeah, I got that attached pretty well there. We're going to go ahead and get a new recording going and snap to sync it like that. And now you can hear how it sounds with the Harry windscreen and me like talking directly into it, but also to the camera, and what the difference is in that kind of stuff is going to be. I might tape these tripod arms together so that they don't get mixed up and make like any kind of clanging together noises while I'm recording. But we'll see how that sounds. We'll see how all this comes out. I'm going to try and get this edited and thrown together and up on Patreon for you guys to take a look at before the weekend's out. And hopefully you guys can give me some insight into what sounds right, how you would prefer I use this thing going forward. Do you think the hairy windscreen is a bit overkill? Or do you think I need it? Do you think the mic stand is important? How do you think I should be holding it? Because genuinely, I don't know what any of this sounds good is like. I did a test and listened back to it myself before this, but I couldn't 100% tell and be sure. So, to both my patrons, any of your input is going to be needed. And hey, if anybody's coming into the Patreon long after I'm using this, this might be an interesting little behind the scenes thing for you to check out. This is basically what is going into my setup at the moment. I would like to, and I'm going to go ahead and take this thing off so we get a little bit more of what it sounds like without the hairy windscreen. I would like to get a dedicated camera for recording in the not too distant future, hopefully by the end of the year. Bryce, you don't really need to pitch in on that. This is nice enough. But for now, this is what the setup is going to be. I like how that kind of feels in my hand with it kind of cocked like that. And yes, but I don't know how that sounds. So we'll see. We'll see what you guys like, what you think is best. And yeah, guys, thanks for checking this out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And hopefully we'll have this all figured out in time for recording March's videos this next coming weekend. Bye.